I'm something of a poltergeist myself. Let's get creative. Greg Universe. They're totally just romantic. No homo. His best friend. They decide to steal a time turner. And, but they get a little confused. It's not actually a time turner. It's a port key. And the port key takes them to the maze that was enshrined in Cedric Diggory's honor because he died during the Triwizard Tournament way back when their fathers were children. And when they arrive in the maze, they find that there's a bunch of vampires living there in secret. And they think they just successfully time traveled because look at Cedric Diggory. He looks exactly the same way he looks in the photos. He still looks 17. We must have time traveled. We did it, Marty. But it wasn't a time turner. It was a port key. And all the vampires are panicking because these two random teenage boys that look just like the famous horror police officer Harry Potter's son and the Malfoy heir have just shown up in the middle of their vampire cave maze hedge. And the boys totally think they've just been time traveling. The vampires don't want to let them know. Are they going to out themselves as vampires? Of course not. So, yeah, you totally time traveled, kid. You're a time traveler. That's why we're so youthful. It's totally still 1998. It's 1998, Therefore, you can't go home, kid. If you leave, by the time you get back to the future, there's going to be a war. Because you totally changed the fabric of time and space just by showing your face here and stepping on a butterfly. Haven't you heard of the butterfly effect? Therefore, we can't let you leave. But you know what? May we offer you some refreshments? We got some Kool-Aid. Are you thirsty? This is not a review. This is just me, being a bit peevish. Brad Universe, thank you for bringing me into your world. I'll be at your eternal service. Welcome to Amethyst. Listen here, Scorpius. I am an old man. I am a bitter old man. I am an angry old man. I am not going to be a cheerful godfather. I'm gonna rant. So you were caught sneaking out of the castle in the middle of the night? The headmaster has decided to punish you. I was flirting with her! As punishment for sneaking out of the castle in the middle of the night, he's gonna send you out of the castle in the middle of the night. You broke the rules. Therefore, he's gonna send you into the Forbidden Forest. The forest is totally forbidden, except for this time, because you broke the rules. I was in Laredo for the Christmas break, and I was hanging out with a woman. I was 20. She was 19, and he was 18. There was also this other woman. She is 1 month older than me. Exactly 1 month older than me. My birthday, December 1st. Her birthday, November 1st. I was hanging out with the both of them. Her and the other gorgeous woman who is 5'8". And we were partaking in the devil's lettuce. I was 20. My brother was 18. And we invited him one time to the park. Me, him, and my best friend. And let's just say he overdid it. He did too much. It wasn't his fault. It was an accident. He did not realize how strong it was, how potent. He overdid it. Therefore, the rules don't apply to you. Listen up, Scarhead. You ought to go into the Forbidden Forest. Follow the half-giant, huh? He will protect you from all the demons. The demons won't get you, because you're going to be with the half-giant. And he'll protect you, and his dog will protect you. And normally, we don't want students in the Forbidden Forest. But you're special, kid. You're totally the chosen one. So on this particular occasion, we want you to go into the Forbidden Forest. I know it's usually forbidden, but this is detention. Listen up, kid. You broke the rules. So you got detention, huh? I'm Captain America Chavez, and I say, you're going into the forest. The Forbidden Forest. It's not forbidden today. Today, we're making an exception just for you, kid, because you're special. Conveniently, you're an orphan. Therefore, well, if anything were to happen to you, it's not as if you have parents. And you know what? It's raining. It's raining cats and dogs and axes. It's raining axes. So, get your raincoat on and get your winter boots and go into the Forbidden Forest. I understand it's usually forbidden, but today, it's not forbidden today. And you know what? I'm the coach. Don't I look like the coach? Listen up, kid. The headmaster, he loves you. He loves you as if you were his own son. And the redheads, they also love you. And they've got a daughter, the youngest. She's totally gonna marry you, kid. Pepper Potts, she thinks you're gorgeous. Therefore, would you get into the Forbidden Forest, huh? Grindelwald said you were his favorite. Would you be a good boy, Thomas? Grindelwald is asking you nicely. He sent me on his behalf. I'm Grindelwald's, Wormtail. I'm a fairy Wormtail. I'm the purple poof. And, you know, the old hag, the harpy, the Vila, Joanna King Rowling herself. She said you were the chosen one. You're the Messiah. You're the liberator. Jesus Christ himself. Therefore, would you get into the Forbidden Forest? the redhead is totally gonna marry you after you win the war, huh? And, you know what? From now on, you are a king. Weasley is our king. You overdid it. If you want positive vibes, go bother Wanda. I'm not Wanda. I'm the Angry Godfather. That's my new name. Angry Godfather. And I have a bone to pick with the cursed child. I'm sure you've heard it all before. And you're thinking to yourself, what else can be said? What is left to say? That play came out ages ago. There's nothing left to be said about Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I agree with you. However, well, I got to thinking. Cedric Diggory, the Hufflepuff. Cedric Diggory, the Hufflepuff, he becomes a Death Eater because he's depressed that he lost the Triwizard Tournament. Of all the stupid plot contrivances, that is the stupidest one. And you know, the most famous symptom is paranoia. So he got really paranoid. He said, this is what he said. Daddy will know. Daddy will know. As soon as he looks at me, he's gonna know. He's gonna know. That's what David said. He said that there was no way. There was no way he could keep it a secret. He said, as soon as Daddy looks at me, he's gonna know. He's gonna know. And he was paranoid. It was his first time. It wasn't his fault. It was an accident. He accidentally did too much. But you know what? I gotta give it to him. He tried his best. He was high as a kite. And our father confronted us. What is going on here? And he said, I did it. It was me. He didn't want to tattletale. He was trying his bestest. He didn't want to tattletale. So he made up a stupid lie. He said, I met a guy in the bathroom. I met a dealer in the bathroom at the restaurant. While I was at the restaurant with Andy and Andy's best friend, I snuck off to the bathroom. And I met a guy, as if there was just a random guy in a trench coat. To this day, I can't help but laugh while I think about it. It was the most hilarious lie I had ever heard. It was the most ridiculous lie I had ever heard. But you know what? A for effort. I'm proud of him for trying. He tried his bestest. He was high as a kite. He was having a tea party on the ceiling. And it was his first time. Cut the kid some slack. He was only 18. He was only 18. He was a little baby. His brain wasn't done developing yet. So he claimed that there was an elusive dealer who was on the lam. And he totally, without my knowledge, he went to the bathroom and bought the devil's lettuce by himself, all by himself, because he's 18, goddammit, he's an 18-year-old boy, and he did it by himself, and Andy had nothing to do with it. And I was like, he's not gonna buy that. Nice try, kid, but he's not gonna buy that. They all know where you got it. They all know it was me. I'm such a bad brother. I'm a terrible influence. I know. 'Twas Agatha all along. Anyway, most of the time, he would, try his bestest, and he would fail, and I would forgive him, because, you know, cut the kid some slack. He's just a boy. But my nickname for him was Judas. I told my friends, my kid brother, we should not invite my kid brother. He is Judas. He's gonna spill the beans, whether he wants to or not. He's gonna spill the beans. We can't trust him. He's gonna try his best, and then he's gonna fail. We can't invite him. But sometimes I would take pity. My brother, let's just say he was not socially, graceful. He was inept when it came to, you know, he was touched by the tism, and he did not know how to navigate, the delicate feelings of the people around us. I was also touched by the tism, but you know, Uno reverse. Let's just say I have a V, and he has a P. I have an F, and he has an M. I have a D, and he has scissors. Anyway, he, was not as intelligent as I was when it came to navigating, the social network. Because, yeah, I've been touched by the tism. I'll admit it. Asperger's, are we allowed to say that anymore? Autism spectrum disorder. Yeah, I totally have been touched by the tism. The evidence is mounting. It's very obvious. However, yeah, sometimes I would make mistakes, and I would take things literally. But then one of my girlfriends would patiently explain to me, Andy, you hurt that chick's feelings because she wanted to give you a hug. And you said to her, why would I hug you? You're just my acquaintance. And you hurt her feelings, Andy. And she just wanted to give you a little huggle. They would explain it to me. And I would say, but you know, I was being honest when I said she's just my acquaintance. I barely know that witch. I don't know her from Sunday. Why would I give her a huggle? If it's Mari, I'll give her a hug. Delgado, I love her. She is, thick with the thunder thighs. For Marisa, she can hug me whenever she wants. But I don't care if I offend the other girls. Because we're in the choir together, I gotta give you a hug. It was middle school. You do. Shapeshifter. Mystique is really green and strong today. Mystique. lazuli, blue jay, blue jay. Ooh, how do you do? Blue diamond, thank you for bringing me into your world. I will be a purple poof. I am a purple, I am a purple, I am a green paradise. I was already in the choir in middle school, the middle school choir. And, well, during gym class, I had gym class with Maggie. And she really liked Taylor Swift. As for me, I didn't really give a toss about Taylor Swift. But I knew the lyrics, I knew the words, I knew the melody. And the reason I knew the words to the Taylor Swift songs is because my sister was obsessed with Taylor Swift. And I had a hand-me-down iPod that used to belong to my sister, that was filled with all the music my sister liked. It also had a bunch of music my dad liked. No one ever asks what Andy likes. Andy gets the hand-me-downs. Andy gets to listen to the music that Sandra picked out. And I also get to listen to the music that my dad likes. You know, Mamma Mia. What the heck is the name of the band? Mamma Mia, here we go again. Change your mind. I'm the first in line. Maybe I'm still free. Take a chance on me. If you need me, let me know. I'll be around. If you got no place to go when you're feeling down. The reason I know that song so well is because my father, Alberto Jesus, and my sister, Sandra, really like ABBA. They really liked ABBA. It wasn't my Mamma Mia. It was Mario. My father has a mustache, and he's 5'4". And my friends and I called him Mario. He's not Italian. He's Mexican-American. Same difference, though, huh? He's Mario. Someone had better explain what's amiss. It's complex Atlantis. I fear my men have forgotten their quest. Prince Ali, where was Aladdin? My King Bufoy, my King West, my Avatar. Pansy of the East. Zuko is the best. Where is number 6? Where's Benjamin? He was taller than all of the pharaohs. He was gorgeous like King Arthur's man. Sirs, forgive me, Lord, preserve me. Boy, man, I really miss my number 6. Where's Benjamin? How do you do? My universe, thank you for bringing me into the world. I will be at your service. Cause I'm a Barbara girl in a Barbara world. Life is plastic, sure is fantastic. Wanna change my hair, wanna change my song. Amethyst, I'm a jam. Come on, Steven, let's go party. Come on, Steven, let's go party. No matter what, in the light of the day, in the dark of the night. When you're ready to go, when you're tired from the fight, I'm gonna be right by your side no matter what. In the light of lion, in the dark of the snake, shall we eat some cake? I'm gonna be right by his side no matter what. Cause I'm a Barbara girl in Sadie's world. Life in plastic sure is fantastic. Wanna change my hair, dress me everywhere. Imagination, my physical creation. Come on, Sadie, let's go party. Come on, Sadie, let's go party. He's got more salt and gray than he used to, but he's still Mario. Anyway, I was in gym class with Mari. This was middle school. I was a tiny little child. I was 13 years old. However, I was old enough to know that I really, really liked Mari. And she liked Taylor Swift. So I sat next to her on the bleachers. And I said, hey, I know we're not in choir class right now, we're in gym, but the coach is ignoring us. Pardon me, is that not your name? David is our king. You're totally Goliath, you're a giant. And no one cares that you're 5'3". You are King Solomon himself. I'll even bow. I'm bowing because I'm your fairy wormtail. That's why they call me the purple poof. I'm Amethyst. Sneaky Pete, St. Peter. Don't listen to Peter. Why would you listen to that pansy? Just because he's the Spider-Man? He ain't Spider-Man. His name is Simon. Simon Snow. And Baz told me himself that Simon Snow has a bad case of clinical depression. So Simon Snow, he's great, I love that guy. He's totally a dragon. Simon Snow, yeah, I love that guy. Rainbow Rowell, she's a goddess. And she wrote the Gospel of Simon Snow. However, Simon Snow, he's got the clinical depression. And he's a dragon, he's totally a dragon. He's got the tail, he's got the wings, he's Draco Malfoy himself. But, Simon Snow isn't really up to the task. He's got depression. We need a chosen one that is a bit more, we need someone that's like Heracles. Someone for the Americans. So forget about Henry Pitts, or whatever his name is. The Scarhead, no one cares about him anymore. From now on, it's all about King Perseus. King David. So would you please get into the Forbidden Forest? I get it, it's raining cats and dogs. It's raining axes. But would you be a good boy, number 5? You're supposed to be, como se dice? Olga for Olga. The evil eye is calling you. Aren't you, the monocle? Aren't you Odin One Eye himself? Be a good boy, Leonard. Or are you too pea-brained to be a Peabody? How many times are we gonna watch Marty McFly time travel to his parents' youth and then accidentally give birth to Hitler? How many times, huh? How do you do, Greg? Universe, De Leon has got all today. Is your name Stag the Stag? Looks like he wants to play. How do you do? Steady Universe, Bucky Soldier wanna play a game. I will be at your service. I am an amethyst. How do you do? I love my drag king. Thank you for bringing me into the world. I will be a sexy genie. Welcome to your new Captain Marvel. The Cursed Child was not even written by J.K. Rowling. She didn't even write the damn thing. They plastered her name all over it, but she didn't write it. It was basically sanctioned Harry Potter fanfiction. And they decided, well, we're going to grab a time turner. And we're going to make Malfoy's kid best friend with Potter's kid. And they're going to time travel. And then they're going to meet Voldemort's daughter. It's always the same thing. The next generation. Rey Skywalker can't just be a nobody. She's gotta be Palpatine's granddaughter. And Scorpius Malfoy can't just be nobody. He's gotta be Draco Malfoy's son. And Albus Severus Potter might as well be Grindelwald himself with a name like that. Cedric Diggory, the vampire. He becomes a Death Eater just because he lost the Tri-Wizard Tournament because he's a bleeding heart. Cedric Diggory, the Hufflepuff, he cares about the house elves. How do you do? Stephen Rogers, thank you for bringing me into the world. I will be a Terra King. I will be a Teen Titan with our superpowers. Let's unite. Teen Titans, because you're totally a dancing queen. Let's pretend that you're still 17, huh? I can dance, I can jive, having the time of my life. Ooh, watch that boy, see that queen, he's a dancing queen. Mamma mia, did he not know? Mama, how did I let go? Mamma mia, here we go again. Mama, how could I resist ya? Years since we last parted. Jafar, bring out the carpet. My, did I ever let you go? And he cares about the werewolves. And he even cares about the vampires in the villa. And the dragons. He's best friends with Charlie Weasley. I just decided. He's older than Harry Potter. Maybe he's best friends with Percy Weasley. Isn't he the same age as Perseus? Let's just say the canon events left a lot of loose ends. And we already know about the house elves and how they were thrown under the bus. We already know about the giants. Oh, Mamma mia, Mario, my, I really love Mario. The shrooms have got to go. My, did I let go? Mamma mia. Mario, would you be a good boy, huh? How do you do? Greg, underground. Were you hit by amnesia? Did you get hit by a car? Did you fall out of a tree? Oh, how do you do? Greg Universe, thank you for bringing me into your home. I will be at your service. Looks like I found a pearl. How do you do? Rainbow Quartz, thank you for bringing me into your home. I will be a lovely purple, Cosmo, poof, poof. I'm the seance. While I'm at it. Scorpius, he had a hard time. Because of his reputation. Because of his name, Malfoy. Deja vu, same thing happened to his father. Before Draco even arrived at Hogwarts, Ron already hated his guts because of everything Arthur Weasley told his children about Lucius Malfoy. Draco was an 11-year-old boy who was just being a little parakeet, parroting everything his parents said. And Ron Weasley was also an 11-year-old boy, parakeeting everything his parents said. Greg, Universe, silly Cupid, you're a real small guy. I ought to clip your wings so you can't fly. You're in love and it's a crying shame. But I know that I'm the one to blame. Hey, set him free. Stupid Cupid, stop flying at me. He won't do his homework and he won't think straight. Straight as an arrow, I won't be late. You're acting like a lovesick fool. You're even carrying my books from school. Hey, set him free. Stupid Cupid, stop picking on me. He won't do his work and he won't think straight. Straight as an arrow, I won't be late. I'm acting like a stern mistress. I'm even wearing the glasses. Hey, Amethyst, you're such a bad mistress. Or just Mars, anywhere else you'd be a Mars. But today you're number 7, you're number 7. Hello boy, anywhere else you'd be boy. But today you are Paprica, number 2, anywhere else you'd be with. I'm a Barbara girl in a Barbara world. Life is plastic, sure is fantastic. Wanna change my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is our creation. Come on, say let's go party. Come on, say let's go party. Hello. Independent together. Sure, let's go fly a kite up in the frickin' sky. Let's get on this airplane. Come fly with me. Let's fly away. And where we go, we will see a show. We will see the Great Lake. Come fly with me. Let's fly away. Once I get you up there, where the air is rarefied, you will glide, starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You will hear angels cheer, 'cause we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. In the arms of your grace, far away from sin. Ronaldo, R.I.P. What the bloody dust is happening? No matter what, in the light of the day, in the dark of the night, with Malachite, I'm gonna be right by your side, no matter what. Independent together, wanna fly. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. I'm an oracle of Delphi, honey. If you wanna play with me, I will take you by the hand. I'm a genie and a wizard. I'm a sorcerer's stone. How do you do? Steven Universe, Steven Uni, wanna play a game? Look at me, I'm Nora, you, Dora, little you, a new UFO, Uranus doll. My name is Nora, you. How do you do? Insert name here. Thank you for bringing me into your world. I will be a loyal dog. I will be a black butler. How do you do? Little CL, that is not your real name. Okay. Did you lose your twin brother? Looks like I found a Maximoff. Oh, how do you do? Scarlet Witch, thank you for bringing me into your home. I will be a loyal son. I am a good boy, I am a good boy, I am a good boy, I'm your son. Sure, how do you do? Jarvis, thank you for bringing me into your home. I will be a violin. Victor shake, Victor shake, Victor shake, violin. How do you do? Master Universe, thank you for bringing me into your world. I will be an agent of Asgard, agent of Asgard, agent of Shield High World. Life in plastic sure is fantastic. I will change your hair, undress you everywhere. Imagination, life is my creation. Come on, Barbara, let's go party. Come on, Barbara, let's go party. Lavender, your new name is Lavender. You will not be a ruby. You're not a ruby. Lavender Brown, anywhere else you'd be free. But today your name is Brownie, your name is Dobby, and your beast. How do you do? Little girl, thank you for bringing me into your world. I will be a Barbie doll. I will be a pop doll. How do you do? So Bonnie Universe, thank you for bringing me into your world. I will be a lovely pearl. I will be a volleyball. A volleyball. You're so creative, hun. You're such a genius and a protege. My new name is Lola Lysis. I am Dolores. I am Dolores. I am Dolores Mannequin. How do you do? Abigail, thank you for bringing me into your world. I will be a lovely diamond. Looks like I found a. Looks like I found a. Looks like I found a so light. Yo, it's for Amy. Surface is the name of the song. This is not the story of hot achievement and all that bosh. And this and Steven with the best friend Lars. We're not afraid of an attack. Go. And with this back. So what is that? That friendship shifter. Come on, I can't hear the roasting. I want you to make chats. I want you to make chats. And J.K. Rowling likes to think that the cycle continues ad infinitum. She likes to think that the cycle continues. I think she gets her rocks off on it. She enjoys it because she's rich, and rich people love to watch the peasants bicker over inane, inconsequential, asinine malarkey. She's really negative. Some might call her a negative Nancy, but I'd rather call her a tomboy. Irregardless, Cedric Diggory becomes a Death Eater. And then he becomes a vampire. Let's have ourselves a crossover. Harry Potter meets Twilight. There are vampires in the Harry Potter universe, but they are not important characters. There are hags, but they're not important. The trolls in the dungeons, not important for longer than one Halloween. The ghosts, just here to lore dump. Lazy world building. But it's always the time travel that gets to me. I got a bone to pick with the time travel. What if Scorpius and little Albie show up at the Tri-Wizard tournament and they see Cedric Diggory? He looks exactly the same way he looks in all the photos that were taken right before he died. He still looks 17. How long have you been 17, Cedric? A long time. Diggory is a vampire. He didn't die during the Tri-Wizard tournament. Instead, he was conscripted into the Death Eaters because they wanted to make use of him. Discard the witness? That would be a waste. That's what they said in front of Harry. But then after Harry was gone, they woke Diggory up. They didn't kill him. They turned him into a vampire. So by the time Harry Potter is a grown-up with his own children, Cedric Diggory still looks 17. Scorpius and his best friend, they're totally just romantic. No homo. And the Portkey takes them to the maze that was enshrined in Cedric Diggory's honor. And when they arrive in the maze, they find that there's a bunch of vampires living there in secret.